What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Dave Cave. We are here right now, your good friend DL Castell, and we are unboxing another XM piece. Let's get into it right now. So first off, XM gives one of their new little envelope thingy-mabobs here. I don't know, maybe I'm just new to the XM world. I'm assuming they always give these. It's weird because I only have, like, looking around right now, I have 4 XM pieces, or 3, I don't really know. And I don't remember them all coming with this, but I really like this. So usually inside there's like directions on how to put the piece together. In this case, we will be unboxing the Marvel's Super-Skrull. I love these artworks. I think these things are totally awesome. Such a great little addition to any statue that you receive. Now, am I ever gonna frame it or do anything with it? Absolutely not. But I think it's a really cool add-on. They also give you the parts that are inside the box and then a couple things on the back, but I don't want anybody to scan my QR code, so I am going to keep that myself. But yes, here it is right here, and we are going to be unboxing the XM Marvel's Super-Skrull. Let's go. All right, so there is a lot of moving parts to this, and this is something that XM does, and I'm never going to be mad at it because I think that XM is, if not my #1 favorite commercially licensed statue company, it's my second. But I'm gonna say it's my first because everything you do is so amazing. I remember when I first started buying all of my Sideshow pieces, when I found out about XM and Prime One and Iron Studios, which some of them are sold in Sideshow, I didn't really know what XM was. And then when I found XM through Spec Fiction, I was like, oh crap, this is a whole league of its own. Off the bat, the base is absolutely stunning. And what I think sets XM apart from all the other companies is their attention to the detail they do. I will show you guys the base in just a second. Oh, and by the way, we have a special guest in here today. My little brother's in the building. Dom, pop in, say what's up. For those of you guys who do not remember Dom, we actually got him a Venom statue for Christmas. Check out a couple videos past. Dom also has a clothing line out. Dom, what's the name of the clothing?
Noosh Clothing.
Noosh Clothing. What's the name of the website?
NooshClothing.com.
Right here at the bottom. Be sure to check them out live. And if you check them out live, use code TDL Castell and get yourself 10% off your first order. So anyway, back to the unboxing, guys. Something that I really love about XM, and with the few pieces I have, and it's weird because I got those on aftermarket, but this is what they give you with all of their pieces, and if not all of them, many. They give you this little stand, right? And the little stand, I don't take the plastic off because I'm a weirdo, but I will for you guys. So a little bit of plastic right here. They give you these awesome little, like, I guess they're little display stands, kind of in case you're an idiot and you don't know what you got, and it just sits right, you know, anywhere you want to put it, and that's awesome. I love this. Little things like this, they make me happy. I'm not happy about much in life, but that makes me happy. We'll mess around with that a little bit later. All right, so real quick, going into this base, I want to say this. There is something I really love about it. Now, I'm not really sure what the front is and what the back is, but this is very important because I know you guys have seen a few people already do this unboxing of this product, but what I really want to show you is this. On the sides, there's this like little bit of a rainbow. So it's actually not like a rainbow glow. What it really is where the flame goes in. And it's kind of like the flame heating up the metal. This is what sets XM apart from everybody else. It's things like this. So you'll see, obviously, later on when the flame does get attached and how the blue aura that is from the Invisible Woman's glow, you'll notice how those contrast with that right there. And I think that's really important. This is an edition size of, it doesn't say? That's so weird. Oh, this is number 55 out of 499. I don't think I've had an edition that low before in my collection, so I'm actually really happy about that. So let's get into this. We're gonna go piece by piece because I think it's really important to go through this whole thing. Also, I'm gonna detail all these little wire nubs. This is really tight, and they are actual wires, because they're actual physical wires. This is the shit I'm talking about. So, first and foremost, the glow I was just talking about is right here. And I believe that should just snap in 1, 2, 3. Oop, oh, I'm gonna break it. I'm definitely gonna break it. Oh, I'm not gonna break it. Oh, okay. The magnet sucks. I don't know about that. That makes me a little nervous. Whatever, we can get by that. But you can see right here the glow, I guess it would be her kind of like the bubbles she puts around herself, the force field. It's breaking up. It's got the fire going around it. Perhaps there's a fight going on. Perhaps they're attacking the Skrull, and this is the shield that the Skrull is putting on alongside everything with her. The body for the Super-Skrull is really interesting because this, to me, as awesome as it is and as magnificent as it is, looks all too familiar with Thanos. Now, if you guys are familiar with my channel, I've done numerous Thanos unboxings, and this outfit is very Thanos-y. So what I really like about this, and again, these are like my average complaints when it comes to anything statue-wise, is all the detail needs to be in the front. And that's what they're doing here. They're putting the detail in the front. They're letting you see how fierce this character is, how badass this character is, and all the cool shit is happening right here where the character is facing. That is huge. That is important. I effing love it. Now, there is going to be a part of this where I'm going to have to speed it up because there's so many little intricate pieces to this. But again, that's what I like about XM, is that even though I can't stand putting together 100 effing pieces, I do like how they do put a lot of attention to the detail of what they do. And you know what? Let's start that speed up right now. Okay, that was extremely exhausting. But to be honest with you, I'm looking at like 12 other flame pieces, and I started to realize that they actually go on the physical Skrull himself. So I want to show you guys a few of the other parts that we have here. There's a couple change outs. So I didn't even bother taking them out of the box because I know I'm never going to use them. And I didn't even put them in my case where I could potentially change them because I just won't. But look at how cool this hand is. Now, you can see with the light shining through the translucent of the actual hand. Now, I know in some statues, people have a lot of concern with the yellowing of this, but fortunately it doesn't matter because Thing's arm is so yellow and orange as it is, that even if this does yellow a little bit, it won't affect it that much. Now, you can go with the regular clobbering time full fist, but I'd rather not even bother taking it out of the box and just start and leave it with this. So this is gonna slide right in. Ooh, that's a dangerous thing right here. But I know it goes like that because I can see it. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. No, it does go like this. Okay. We just gotta finagle it in like butter. The next part of this is a little bit on the tricky side. Now, Mr. Fantastic himself, there are two different arms for this. You can go with just the standard Mr. Fantastic arm, but I wanted to do it with Johnny because I'm a huge fan of the Human Torch, and I wanted to make sure that I characterized him pretty well on this because I think, personally speaking, this is what set this statue apart from so many other different ideas where you can get best of both worlds by getting the Human Torch and you can get Mr. Fantastic. So I think that's really cool. Now, what they did is they made this absolute unit of a hand, and there is a key to this. Now, if I'm looking at it correctly, this is the key. So when you're installing this, if you don't use the key, this is gonna fall and gonna break. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm nervous just putting this in as it is right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it with you guys live so you can see if I break this, beautiful old statue. Now, if you just leave it like this, there is a 1,000 millionth chance that it will break. But what it does is it has a little magnet at the top right here, which, let me slide it out again so I can show you. Can I even show it? Yeah, I can. So it has the little magnet up top right here, and it also has a little pin. So that's gonna hold this together. Now, looking at something like this and feeling the weight of it, I am a little bit nervous because I'm not sure if it's going to stand the test of time. And I do believe another collector who did post this unit, I kind of want to think they said the same exact thing as me. And that is a little nerve-wracking because when you do look at a piece like this and you look at something so heavy, you got to only wonder, will it ever last? And honestly, this is an answer I don't have. But we do have a lot of fire pieces to put on here, so we're gonna drop all these in accordingly. And I do love this. I think the detail in this is so freaking badass. I do have a very large one right here. I don't know where that one goes, and I may or may not have missed a couple pieces inside the box, but gosh dang, there are so freaking many that go in here. Okay, this one's a tricky one, right? Oh, backwards. Put this one in right. We got it. Nice. And then we have one more big one, which we will have to locate. Okay, so as you guys can see, this thing is huge, but it looks so cool. I don't know, and I won't take the credit away from them. I don't know if I like the fire a lot, or if I'm questioning the fire a little bit. I think it looks really cool and really clean, and you guys obviously have a better look on it than me. But it is really, really, really intense looking, and just looking at it from the camera's point of view, it doesn't actually do the justice that I think it should, because it's pretty menacing. Now, something for me that's super important that XM does, because they really do care about their fans, and they really, really, really care about the products that they give to their fans, is their attention to detail is so wild. When you look at the arm right here, and I will give you guys a close-up of this, I really want to point this out. Obviously, Reed Richards' arm is, Mr. Fantastic, and his arm is stretching here. Now, that's his portion of the Super-Skrull. I like that a lot. I think that's really important, because you want to show what the Super-Skrull did by stealing all of their powers. However, what's really, really, really cool about this is there's actually, the flame is going through the arm, as if the arm and the stretch itself are working together to come out as this fireball hand you see here. And that detailing around here and around the wrist area is so awesome. It's details like this, again, that set XM apart, and that's why I love them so much. And I really can't begin to tell you, am I dick riding? I am, right? Because honestly, this is really cool. This is just a really cool piece. I think the only downside is, I don't like how Thanos this whole armored suit is. But again, if you go back to the comic books, it's very comic relatable. Maybe not super accurate, like some nerds would say, but it is a really, really, really cool thing. Now, they give you two head change outs. Which one would you choose? So obviously 90% of what I pick is the screaming head, but they also have the menacing grin. I actually really like the menacing grin, and I think I would actually probably go with the menacing grin. I'm gonna turn the statue just a little bit for you guys to see it a little more. Yeah, that's badass. But I think all in all, the screaming kind of goes a little bit better with the action pose. I mean, it is really cool. But it is a very hard second to go with this one. I think I will have to go with the screaming one, because by this angle, this piece is magnificent. Whenever you're doing any of these kind of statue builds or buys or whatever it is that you do, you gotta remember one thing. Detail sells the product. You can go with a cheaper brand of statue. You could buy Gallery, which is, a lot of times 1/10, or they may or may not have made a quarter scale. I very highly doubt it, but they're a smaller brand. They're very inexpensive. They range anywhere from $70 to, $150. Then you can go with a sideshow piece, like a lot of the ones I have behind me, and they're all good products if you like that. But when you get into this type of detail and this type of product, you get something way more magnificent than what you see on, basic store shelves. To me, this statue hits every feel that I would have for the Fantastic Four. I've yet to see I don't know if I would buy a whole set of Fantastic Four characters. I really only bought this because I like the Super-Skrull story, and I like Secret Invasion, and I do like the Skrulls in general. I probably wouldn't buy a Skrull statue, nor would I really even buy... I mean, I bought Thing because I like Hulk and I like the Thing, and I love that comic book. Would I buy a Human Torch? Would I buy a Mr. Fantastic statue? Probably not. But this one came out awesome. If you guys enjoyed what you watched, you enjoyed this unboxing, which I hope you did, Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out some more of the videos I have, and we're going to be doing some giveaways. I promise you we are going to be doing some giveaways because a lot of people are reaching out, showing love, and I greatly appreciate it. I don't need 1 million followers, but I do enjoy this hobby, and I hope you do too. We'll see you on the next one. This is DL Castell in the Dave Cave. Have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your week. See you soon.